Class today I was thinking to record my online session for you guys, so you can also watch after the online session even like how was it going on so far. So let's take a start. This is actually with online students, but I'm recording it for all other students as well. Hello, assalamu alaikum guys, hope all of you will be doing well. Thank you, also doing well. How is 𝐿𝐺𝐵𝐺? Good night or good evening? Yes, good evening, right? Good evening, yes. Okay. All right. How is the weather in Sri Lanka, 𝐿𝐺𝐵𝐺? Cold? Oh, that is, yeah. So similar with UK, uh, same with UK and Australia currently, right now the current weather, yeah. Okay. Other students, I hope also would be doing well. All right, we are going to take a start of Sheba, Shizad, Noreen, Natasha, Fizin. Sorry? Oh, okay. Yes, the another word that you said for her was for English test, by the way. Yes. Okay. Anyhow, let's make this session very important, and I would share experience regarding IELTS and the format, the template, and so far how to get good score in IELTS all modules. What should be the timetable of you people? If your level is 0, how to improve it, and how to target the weak points to make it more stronger. And in each module, how the examiners are going to give you score. And this is our session so far, and tomorrow again then we would continue with that speaking section, second lecture of IELTS speaking. But today is last day. A student or two couldn't join properly, so that's why we just and another thing, today one of our student was actually appearing in IELTS real exam. For her and for some other students, on the behalf of them, I just took a class on speaking. Today we are going to discuss IELTS format. As you know, IELTS stands for International English Language Testing System. Now, after mentioning the word English Language Testing System, here you should be clear that the test is of English. It is clear. Now, why we discuss this point? If the test is of English, now speaking and writing, if you share your opinion, fine. If you share your agreement, fine. If you share your disagreement, fine, no problem, right? But grammar, the structure, the vocabulary, the sentence, the punctuation, other things should be correct. In speaking, if you agree, disagree, if you say of your own choice, fine. If you like, you don't like, fine. But you must answer at least. And if you make answer from your own side, like today one student was asking that can we make a story from our own side, like if the question is tell me about a person, famous person with whom you met and you want to meet him again, or he inspired you because of any story or his life and you met him recently. Now the person was asking, if we haven't met with that person, if we haven't met with that person, can we make it from our own side? So in speaking, lie or truth is not going to be measured, rather what you are saying, how you are conveying. Your conveying idea is going to be matter a lot in our speaking exam. In writing and speaking, how you are saying words, how you are conveying your information, your ideas. If we talk about these two, listening and reading, here how you are getting the information. In reading and listening, is the person is able to get the information while listening through headphones, the native speaking, right, the native discussion, conversation. And in reading, when you read a piece of paper, so that is quite easy to find out the answers of the questions taken from the passage. All the answers will be in the passage, right? So easy. Now this was general discussions, few points. Coming to each module, if we talk about IELTS listening module number 1, IELTS listening target, how to get the best, what is the criteria, and what are the challenges, which part is challengeable and which part is crucial regarding getting good score. So first of all, in IELTS listening, there are 4 sections total. 4 section contains 40 questions. Within those 40 questions, 30 score means for academic and general both. For academic and general both, IELTS listening and IELTS speaking is 100% same. For reading, passage is different. For writing, task 1 is different. Now, in IELTS listening, if you correct 30 MCQs out of 40, 10 are incorrect, that means 7 band, right? 33, that means 7.5, right? Now, this is your target which you have to keep for yourself. But in IELTS listening, within those 40 MCQs, you have 4 audios, 4 different audios. Within those 4 audios, audio number 1, that is the easiest part in overall IELTS exam. IELTS speaking section number 1 and IELTS listening section number 1, the most easiest part in the whole exam. Now at here you have to boost your score. Not you have to pass your IELTS exam, you have to boost your score. What I mean to convey that at here in this part, as you know, in recording number 1, there will be conversation between 2 people, right? When you listen, when you take a start listening that the telephonic conversation, hello, how can I assist you, the person would respond for that, and any society related topic would be taken part so far in their discussion. Now you are listening and you are picking the exact information, you are just putting that down on the piece of paper, you are writing, filling the blanks in table form. The most easiest part. If you are lacking here, it means you are supposed to improve your listening. Ask me anytime how to improve. I would suggest you, right? This way, at initial, listen with little slow speed. If you are facing difficulty, listen with little slow speed, no problem, right? After 5 tests, 6 tests, increase the speed to normal, then more than normal, right? No problem, right? But for IELTS listening section number 1, that contains 10 MCQs. Your target should be out of 10 out of 10. Right? The most easiest part in IELTS listening exam. If here you get 10, you can easily get 6 band in overall exam, easily. And then with little bit struggle, with little bit more practice, with consistency, you can highly improve and get 7 band. Either computer based exam, either paper based exam, no problem, right? Whatever is the kind of IELTS. Now, both for academic and general student. And this module can increase your confidence for other modules and can also increase your collective bands, right, of all the overall result. IELTS listening, the criteria of failure students is 0, to be honest, right? That you would not have heard until now that anybody has failed IELTS listening. Might be because of any other circumstances or problems, or might be 0 level student, right? But in IELTS listening, nobody is going to be left. At least passing score would be given if perform something up to some level, right? Now if he understands, she understands that what is going to be there in IELTS listening. Now in IELTS listening section number 2, you sometimes face map, you sometimes face choose the correct option from different options, you sometimes face those other fill in the blanks, 2 words, 1 word, these kind of variety of questions. But choosing options, the most common one in part 2 are map related question. Now in part 2 is, the discussion would be monologue, that means one person. Now one person who discuss about society, about any culture related topic, about any social awareness topic, right, local facilities, something regarding society, whatever regarding society topic, the discussion, the words that you would listen would be related to society. Now at here in section number 2, at here your target, this is how in each section you have to keep the target. If you are not achieving that, ask me, we will discuss, right? We will talk about that, like why I would even send an extra I would first of all I would give you individual time, otherwise I would send extra discussion and suggestion for you, right, and a private message. Now anyhow, for recording number 2, your target must be 8 out of 10. Like if you are weak, even 8 out of 10. 18 you are here you got, that is equal to 5 band in IELTS listening. And if you get 19 correct MCQs, that is equal to 5.5 easily. Now in first 2 parts, your IELTS is pass, not only pass, also the score is outstanding for first 2 parts, right? Now coming towards section 3 and section 4 in IELTS listening, make it very easy, If you are not understanding the accent, listen with slow speed. The same Cambridge books, right? These following Cambridge books, when you go through these books, right? Now in the following books, the listening audios, when you give the number, either this is like 15 or whatever, like some students might not understand like how to go for listening section. Now 11, book 11 test 1 listening, book 11 test 2 listening on YouTube, right? All the for listening audios before were given in the CDs, DVDs, right? But right now in the cassette. But right now you are also having available all the audios over there in that YouTube, right? Now if you are done with that, you should go through one test on daily basis. If you want improvement, then one test is must on daily basis. One test is must 100% on daily basis. And today if you are getting 14, tomorrow you can get 16 or 15. After a week you can get 21, right, out of 40. And so on with practice on daily basis, and also with discussion, and also having like the familiarity with consistency, you can improve it to 31, that is equal to 7 band, right, out of 40. But consistency for listening, reading, writing, speaking, 4 modules, all of them needs consistency, right? IELTS is having 3 steps. First step, to get little bit idea, information, training, like how to go through what is my route so far. And second step is to have practice on daily basis. Dilujini, your mic is unmute. Yes, sorry. Now second step is practice. The most crucial step of IELTS preparation is practice. If students lack practice, believe me, they are just like they are wasting their money and time on training and on everything. They're just not unserious, right? If you're not doing practice with consistency, if you are doing only one test in 1 week, in a whole week, you are unserious person for IELTS exam, right? To be honest, to be very honest, right? If you have decided, if you have taken the decision that I am going to move abroad, either for study, either for work visa, whatever is the case so far, but you want to move abroad, you have intention, now requirement is 4.5, or now requirement is 7 band, or now requirement is 6.5, you have to keep the highest target for achieving the best, for having the best opportunity, right? Further in like let's suppose your target is UK, now that might needs you to get 4.5, but if your target is Australia, that might need you little more. Now if you get little more for UK, that UK visa, let's suppose, is going to change the policies for independence visa and some other issues which you are listening nowadays from the circumstances. Now visa policy is changed. Now let's suppose tomorrow you might change the decision and now moving to Australia. That moment you would be feeling proud of yourself by having 6.5 band, 5.5 band, like more bands, right? More bands. So more bands as having benefit, having no drawback, having benefit without drawback, without any disadvantage, right? Now do the best, prepare the best. Some students say, I only need this because this is my requirement. So work for more. What would be the problem with you, right? Now for recording number 3, at here there would be 2 people or 3 participants who discussing with each other about education, about course. The topic can be course, the topic can be lecture, the topic can be education, the topic can be academic report, the topic can be scientific research, the topic can be university choosing, the topic can be related to field, to any field of education. Any educational topic would be the discussion in recording number 3 when you listen. Now for each section, society discussion, education discussion, and regarding number 4 also one person is going to discuss education. Now for each section you must be also aware what words would be used for society discussion. On telephone, what kind of words people use. So to make your mind familiar, go with different tests of all tests, right? Now my suggestion is to go through, if you want the best, so I would also tell you to choose hard road right? Hard road leads you towards best destination, and if you want easy road, then I would say easy roads is going to just might you able to get only the score that you required. That score that you required, 50% possibility is for that. But if you want a good statement, like good report, so little bit hard road, right? Hard road is going to make you yourself proud and make your relatives proud and make me proud, right? Being a connection with you people, being like a guider or a trainer, I would feel also proud, like this person made me really very proud. I would share your score, your result, your comment, your suggestion with other students, like this person passed, this person did this, and look at her essay, look at his essay. Now one student, she qualified IELTS, I think in 2023, 2022. In 2022, around about November, she cleared IELTS exam. She got 8.5, my student from Sri Lanka, Colombo city, the capital of Sri Lanka. Now, until now, I use her essays. Until now, after 2 years, I still use her essays for students, to recommend my students. 8.5 target, 7 in writing, right? In reading, listening, 8.5, right? Now, I feel proud, and still she is commenting on some post, but the her work has made me proud, and I do share with students, right? Now same is for you. If in any single module you would feel I make me proud, I would ask you to share your notes or something that you worked so far. How was the points? I may include in my own slides to share next time with the student. Anyhow, and recording number 3, the little, I would not say the difficult, I would not say impossible, I would not say very worse or some, the little challenging part, little challenging. You have, if you are courageous person, if you are brave, if you think I can do, and if you have like strong belief in yourself, then part 3 means you have to face the challenge and you have to do the best. Students, some are at here getting 38 score out of 40. There is one documents group, old students might be there, but new one would not know right now. I think in this class maybe no one would be there except Shehzad, but in that documents group there are some students, they are getting 38 out of 40 right now in any mock test, in any test. When I give them in reading and in listening, they get 38. So that makes it clear that you can also, right? If other students of your level are getting, not because of yes. Now at here once there was a student in reading, she got 2.5 in mock test, in the first test. When I gave her 3-4 lecture, after lecture, sir, but what we studied today? I say, what we studied today? I said the whole lecture. Sir, what was? I didn't get any single thing. And later on, after a month for doing practice and being very serious, she got 6.5 in real exam, 2.5 and 6.5. This is called increment. This is called improvement, right? This is called making own self proud and making me proud, right? The weakest student and 6.5, 2.5, but also there is criteria, 8.5 band student was very proud from whole Pakistan. From whole Pakistan, he was called for Canada. He was specialized from Russia, medical student. He was also my student in IELTS preparation, and then he was having specialization degree from Russia, and then for further higher degree and job PR work visa, he was called by Canada government. He was offered by Australia government among 2,000 students, among 2,000 medical students. And now this person, like you can observe how much this student would be talented. Like among 2,000, one student was selected and was offered from Australia and Canada to come here. He was cancer specialist. Now when I trained him, I mentioned that you are supposed to work with consistency. He gave short time for IELTS. That was fine. That was fine and fair because his level was fine. His level, and I'm still having his interview with me, and one of the examiner from Oxford University, London, he was making that video when I was taking his interview here in Islamabad. Now, but the moment when he was taking sessions, as I mentioned that you are supposed to work for IELTS. You are supposed to not consider yourself like overconfident on any of the single module. With good luck in speaking, he got this 8.5. With good luck in listening, he got 8. In good luck in writing, he got, also with bad luck, 6.5. And in reading, he got 6 band, right? That band of 6, I mentioned the first day that reading means practice. Reading means to work on daily basis, right? For listening, you might also get good score by listening some of the tests, right? If your level in English is fine. Now, but this, and he needs 7+ in all the modules, right? Because of the higher work PR and some of the great requirement that needs, some students do need 7+. Some work wages do need 7+, right? For the higher departments. Now, I asked him, you tell me by yourself, what was the problem? He said, I didn't practice. I did not practice. Recently, one student, now, sorry, let me cover this listening, then I would again come to this example. In recording number 3, your target must be 5, 6, 7, at least minimum 5 out of 10. Right? At here collectively to previous score 18 plus 5, that is going to be equal to 23. Now 23 plus 7 are 8 again in part 4 out of 10. 7 are 8, at least minimum 7 score. Now 29, 30, 30 is equal to 7 band, right? How to hit the score? This must be your target, not less than 7. Now if you want plus 7, 7 at here, so it would collectively 33, 34, so 7.5. and 8 band also possible, right? Okay, anyhow, so this is IELTS listening, the most easy part, the most easy module comparatively to reading and comparatively to writing. That is the easiest part. Now in IELTS listening, you must understand each question, you must predict what information I am going to listen, you must be ready regarding the opinion that you are going to listen, the perception that you think like this is section number 1, it would all about society. In listening, your mind must be very focused and concentrate. In listening, when you miss one MCQ, try to just skip that, otherwise the second, third, fourth MCQs are also going to be are also going to be wasted so far. So do not miss the other MCQs, try to be very focused on your concerned work. Okay, like if one is missed, do not worry about that, just move forward. Okay, in reading section, in IELTS exam, the most challenging module is IELTS reading, right? And challenging means seriousness, only seriousness. For IELTS reading, especially for female candidates, why? I'm going to mention the reason. It needs concentration. In very simple words, it needs 3 things. IELTS reading: concentration, understanding, memorizing. 3 things only: concentration, understanding, memorizing. Some students I personally face right now, even very talented, whatever the MCQs I keep in front of them, they made it correct, they make it correct. Whatever MCQs I get, they make it correct. They don't make any single mistake, right? Like very highly qualified student. But in mock test, in exam, they get less score. And when I ask, they say sometimes we perform well, sometimes we don't understand in reading. Why? Because our mind is not focused the moment. Now reading needs, and that most of the such of the kind of comments I get from female candidates, right? Now mind is not focused most of the time in reading, wander here or there. In reading and in listening, your mind should be very focused. And in reading, when you read a passage, the best source is again IELTS Cambridge books, either academic for academic students, general for general students. Now, but in the following book, when you do practice one test for all, like in IELTS reading, 2 varieties of questions are there. One is called sequential, one is called non-sequential, right? Now for sequential question means comes in sequence. Those are true, false, those are not given, those are fill in the blanks, those are choosing option, those are matching columns. All of them are in sequence. Sequence means question number 1 taken for paragraph number 1, question number 2 can be taken from the end of paragraph number 1 or from paragraph number 2 in a proper sequence. Only one kind of question, that is called heading finding. To find the heading is non-sequential. Heading number 1 can match with the last paragraph. Heading number 9 can match with the first paragraph randomly. Now, for IELTS reading, all the questions, those comes in sequence. First read the question, find out the information only. Do not read extra information. Just find out the exact answer by looking at the clue word. Like this question is having this word, where can be the possible answer for this question in my reading paragraph, right? And for heading finding, first read each single paragraph. Do not go through the heading. For all other questions in reading, first read the question, one answer, one question, one answer, one question, find answer, one question, find answer, right? But for heading finding, first read one paragraph, then heading, one paragraph, then heading, one paragraph, then heading, right? This is the criteria for reading section. Another thing, IELTS reading at initial scenario, if you are not a good reader in your past history, if you have a kind of gap for your IELTS reading, then you are supposed to read one paragraph for 3 times. As you know that in IELTS reading, you are going to be given 3 passages, both for academic and both for general. Passages would be different, question kinds would be similar, right? But 3 passages, each passage contains 7 paragraphs, 7 to 8, and each passage contains 13 questions, and total time for reading is 60 minutes. Within the 60 minutes, you have to go through 3 passages. Within 3 passages, you have to get the best score, that means 7+. Challenging for one kind of variety of student, those who don't understand how to read actually, and those who would not have any consistency in their practice because of like excusing my home task is so much. For females, my kids are distracting me. For boys, circumstances, responsibilities are there. For men, if little bit of more age, then my job duties and some other issues. All are, I don't accept, right? I don't accept. If you want to appear for IELTS, you are supposed to give it time, right? For the practice, you are supposed to give it consistent time. Otherwise, I'm very sorry for your upcoming results, right? I'm feeling sorry and I'm feeling sorrow for you people right now, for whoever is the person, right? Either female, either boy, whatever is your schedule, you are supposed. Last day, this comment I passed to very senior person, very senior professor at here in the topmost university. She is my student and PhD doctor, right? And I passed the same comment to her, and she was excusing of her kids. I said, ma'am, if you are not serious, you cannot give reading a time. Whatever is your degree, PhD or professor, what you are not supposed to get. And then the same thing happened with her. She appeared in IELTS exam, she got only 5.5 in reading section. Why? Because she didn't give it time. One student, doctor at here, one of the international hospital here in Pakistan, and she got the same score. She needed, she required more, and she got this. Another person got this, right? The previous example I gave you, person got 6 band, right? In other modules, he is getting 8.5 in reading. Why? Reading needs training, reading needs understanding, reading needs how to tackle the MCQs. But the most important thing it needs is to, if you want the best score, the best means plus 6.5, plus 6.5, where in America top 180 institutes means the best 7+, where in Australia top 250 institutes means 7+, where in Canada top 275 institutes means 7+, right? Now, where in UK top 200 are around about top 205 institutes means 6+, right? Now, in UK the band's requirement is less, but at here for this module, it needs you, if you want the best, if you don't want only this 4.5, the passing one, if you want the best, it means 2 tests a day. 2 tests a day means 2 hours only for reading. Now, choice is yours. If you want the best, this is the criteria actually to do it, right? Now, some trainers even, they share vocabulary. I do share vocabulary, some important words, some important techniques, some notes and so on. But until now, I haven't seen any single student and aspirant who can get through all such aspects 7 plus easily in IELTS reading. 7 plus I'm talking about this, right? For the highest score in IELTS reading, 2 tests are mandatory for at least 30 to 40 days and your timetable to improve. And each test you are supposed to do by considering like this is my real exam, and by considering like 100% concentration, and by just clearing and making environment for that. Now some students, those who are excusing that my environment is busy, home problems and some other issues are family issues, right? You are unserious, 100% unserious. You are still not like qualified to sit for IELTS exam. Especially this module will ruin your exam, right? This module will make a trouble for you to face a trouble, right? Now, so for reading section, if you want 7 plus, 2 tests a day. If you want 6 plus, or if you want from 5.5 to 6.5, this range, 30 days means daily 1 test, daily 1 test. From where to do? Start, pick book 7 in hard copies, right? These books, right? In hard copies you must be having in your hands for reading section. If you are going to appear for a paper-based exam, then must be hard copies. Soft copies are available on Google and other sites. I would share even if you need, but hard copies I would do recommend. Each book has 4 tests, right? From book 7 start, each day 2 tests. And then 7 book would be completed in 2 days, right? 2 tests, 4 tests are the total in each single book. And till 18 you should go in the same scenario. For reading, this is 100% must if you want score, right? So, and furthermore, now another target at here. If in IELTS reading there are varieties of questions, different sort of questions, right? Even from USA I'm having student, even from Ireland and from England, I'm having native students, those who want to move another country, English state, and they want to first appear for IELTS exam to also analyze their writing and reading, especially their speaking and listening are good, quite because natural native speaker, but they also face the trouble in writing and grammar problem, and in reading their picking power, right? Picking power. Now in reading, another problem that I was discussing, that if you like within varieties of question, if you think like I'm lacking in heading finding, or if you think like I'm good in heading finding but lacking in fill in the blank, or if you think like choosing option is a problem, or if you think like 2 words 3 words answer questions are problem, what the question is problem for you, make it your plus point, make it your strength, right? And how? Ask me anytime. Like when you just, but if you don't go through any test and after 7 days, how, what, how, why, right? Now you even don't know how to ask a question. But if you would go from today, tomorrow, then you would be able to ask me very important, and I would really appreciate your question. Important question you can ask, like heading finding, sir, I was doing this, but I couldn't find any single heading correct. I would say how to do this, like this, right? At least next time you would correct half heading, 2 heading, 3 heading, and then it would boost your confidence to 4 heading, 5 heading, right? And one day you would completely 10 out of 10. One of my students got 7 band and she was weak in heading finding. But suddenly, before her test, she was quite good that not a single heading was going to be incorrect by her. I said, how you did? She said, only practice. Now, how practice? If any single question is weak point of view in IELTS reading, focus it more. From book 7 till book 18, why not 1, 2, 3? Those are now old in old versions and not to be found in markets even, not important. Book 5, 6, 7, you can also go 5, 6, but 7 enough, 7 to 8, 4 tests from each. Now, from book 7, when you take a start, if heading finding is problem, from each test, note the page, right on the first page of your book, right at here, page number this, reading number, test number this, at here there is heading finding question, write it here, right? Write it here, page number, heading, and 3, 4, 5 test daily do heading finding question from each book. Solve all the heading finding, you would be perfect. If fill in the blanks is problem, first discuss with me, first get some ideas how to go through that, then go through fill in the blanks question from all books. go through other questions from all books. Go through IELTS.favor.com, right? Go through IELTS.blog.com, some other sources. So, go through IELTS IDP, right? IELTS British, right? But other sources. But the best one is Cambridge. The best one for listening and reading, the Cambridge book, right? So this is for listening and reading section. But the most again repeating that it will ruin your result if you will not take it serious from first day. If you miss this, if you miss this in your daily timetable to work on and to improve, I would say it's okay. But if you miss this one, I would say very unfair. I would say you are unserious. Now choice is again yours. If you are missing this module, a daily practice, because this is not personal observation, this is personally truth, universally truth, you can say, that in IELTS reading students are facing difficulties in the whole world, right? Even native speakers, I gave you example. So the difficulty is not because of even very low level students from non-native students, non-native countries like Sri Lanka, like Pakistan, they are getting 8.5 even, many. But sometimes native can get 6 or